say I
Heaven just knows what it wants. Will I go back to the place where I belong? Everyone could break my heart, but I try my best to not fall apart. And I find it hard to let go. The memories keep me together. Gotta fight till the end, no pressure, no pressure. And I find it hard to say no to the ones who want something better, to the ones who never say never. You'll be my pleasure. I got nothing to be scared of, because where people live, there is always love. I know the answers in my heart, so I'll try my best to not fall apart. And I find it hard to let go. The memories keep me together. Gotta fight till the end, no pressure, no pressure. And I find it hard to say no to the ones who want something better, to the ones who never say never. Will you be my pleasure? Find it hard to let go. Memories keep me together. Gotta fight till the end, no pressure, no pressure. And I find it hard to say no to the ones who want something better, to the ones who never say never. Will you be my pleasure?
Good evening, race fans, and welcome along to the Masters of Le Mans Ultimate. It's Season 4, it's Round 4. It's John Wright once again, aka Double O Raven, here for all of the action. It's the hypercars and the GT3s, definitely no LMPs. Absolutely promise. Here at the Cathedral of Speed, it is the house that Slipstream built. It is Monza. We've had Qatar, Silverstone and Interlagos, of course, so far. Sebring, Spa, Le Mans, and fingers crossed, Barcelona is added to the game. And we'll see that for the final round. It's been quite the championship so far. Up at the top of the GT3s, it is Strahinja Zoranovic leading the way. Three stops on the podium, two of them. The top step, most importantly, Thomas Nopek in second and Alvaro Cabrera in third. No stranger to the podium himself, and his results, as we can see, certainly trending upwards. Patrick Den, he's only raced one race so far, provisional points of 28. That's going to be both his drop rounds done and dusted. Demarcus Kish wasn't here last week and has received a penalty, so he's on 25 points. Stegink, Gallo, Evans, Capelli and Vermeulen rounding out the top 10 in the championship as we head to the halfway mark. In the hypercars, it is Max Suniev who finds himself atop of the tower, although the drop round... the drop round hasn't quite kicked in yet, so first, second and fourth, although Francesco Adamu is certainly going to have something to say down the home stretch. 3 trips on the podium for Francesco, one of only 2 drivers in the series to do so, of course the other one. In the GT3s, Jason Davis in third place with Pavel Steiner in fourth, Zappler in fifth place. Then it's Gilles Aleman making his debut this evening. Cody Besselink no longer in the series, and I believe we've got the other class in as well. In the GT3s, is Panjev leading the way, Karel Van Hoorn in second, and Stu Rogers in third place. Todor Panjev, another driver, yeah, of course. 3 podiums, the second and 2 first places, not bad. There is Den again. Of course, he's been promoted. Dave Keller in 5th, Malton in 6th, Eckering in 7th, Brunel in 8th place with Ian Thompson in 9th, and Mark Stewart in 10th place. And the Yam hypercars, bear with me a moment, we seem to be having a slight issue with that one. Am hypercars not on the menu this evening, it would appear. We will look into that for next week. There we go. Thought everything was failing me there. We've got about 15 seconds left and then we're into qualifying. Welcome to everyone in on the YouTube channel. And hello, of course, to everyone that is watching the VOD, all the racers that took part. I hope the race went well for you tonight. Congratulations or commiserations. We do have a new trick up our sleeve as well tonight. Will make things look very nice indeed. Looks like everyone... Oh no, we've still got a couple of stragglers out on track allegedly. Can't find them. Here we go. Excellent. let's have a look and see, shall we? There we go. So yeah, very nice indeed. We've got a new race overlay. Contains some incredible information. It's going to keep us fully up to date with what's going on, provided by Pixelcast. Some very nice work done by Rick. If you do want to get in touch or find out how to get your hands on this, let me know. Give me a shout on Discord, Double O Raven, and I will see about getting you in touch with Rick. It is fully colour coded, and it's, as I say, got a lot of information. Can be displayed, and we'll get a look at that, of course, once we get out of qualifying and into the race. But yeah, it's Monza. What can you say about Monza that people don't already know? Absolutely not a lot. It's a beautiful rendition, as you can see. Some yeah, a bit of LiDAR being used there for the elevation change in the track. Absolutely mullered that one there. Which is good to see along that back straight, weaving and trying to get those tyres up into temperature. It's going to be a big ask in the short time that they've got. Okay, hypercars from the Pro-Am have been added to the Platinum Split. Ah, okay, right, so I need to fix up my my source on that one. We can certainly do that. Good evening, Tom. Do you like the new look on the stream? We've got a very nice race tower. As I say, provided... Oh, my Pixelcast, there's a cheeky little run off track. Oh no, we'll want that. There we go. That is Tenerio that is out. There is LMU. Max Soniev is out on track as well. There he is. Current Hypercar Championship leader. Livery looks very good once again. This game does look very nice and shiny, it has to be said. Overlays look mighty fine. Indeed they do. Don't even think about watching me, Raven. I'm no good in this car and I have no skills anyway. Yep, so I'm right there with you. Where is... See, that's just goading me on. What are you in the Lambo? Yeah, we'll be keeping a close eye. Close eye. We'll jump on board with... Yeah, and I tell you what as well, actually. So you should never complain or explain when you're doing a broadcast, but rear view mirrors. No rear view mirrors. What is the... It's bad enough you've got to cycle the cameras, but come on, no rear view mirrors when you're in on board mode. Very disappointing, developers. Very disappointing. Not so disappointing, Max Sonny, the championship leader, does a 26.7 straight off the bat. We've got 0% chance of rain. The ambient temperature only 5 degrees, the track temperature 14.7. So it is a chilly one out in Italy at the moment. Well, we've got 16 minutes left, so plenty of time for the hypercars to get another lap in. It's currently LMU that's in second place. Afonso in third. Fabian Karner in fourth place at the minute with a 28.1. Sonny, the only driver in the 26s. I think he will be joined there fairly shortly. Oh, wow. I'm absolutely loving this. Nope, that's not the one I'm looking for. Yes, do step forward. Hunky but funky. You've got to love it. You've got to love it. LMU goes quicker. 26.6. Very nice indeed. So the track is rubbing a nice level. We're getting a bit of game volume. This is an interesting game to balance the volume on as well, it has to be said. Let me see. Yeah, that seems to be good. Excellent, maybe get a bit louder. But yeah, let me know how you all are for audio watching out there. I do tend to over-assess ever so slightly. I've lost a wheel in every race so far. Oof. That is, yeah, that's a trend that needs to be broken. Absolutely. Oh, bit of a slingshot into the dip. Round outside into a Scary. Oh, there we go. Cheeky little tank slapper. Grabs it up. Very nicely done at that Cadillac. Very nicely done. Sonny Ev's gone back top of the tower. And Kiko Gallo has come into the chat to say hello as well. Good evening, Kiko. There we see. Hiding in the pits. So Sonny F still on a run. LMU recently dislodged from a timed lap there with that tank slapper, but Sonny F going quicker again, 26.5, very nicely done. Alex Alfonso sneaking up into the front 2 rows just ahead of Jeremy Neff. It's getting quicker and quicker as it always does. Gilles Alleman on debut this evening, a very quick driver I know from ACC. Where are we looking at the road course here? 28.884. He is in the Alpine. Just chasing a Ferrari along the last straight. We see now behind, warming the tyres again. Is he going to get a bit of a pull into the last corner? He just might, you know. And that is what it's all about, coming out the last corner. Oh, and the back end just says nope. Too much slipstream, not enough grip stream, and that is back end gone. Oh, I tell you what, Sonny Ev. No messing about. 26.5. I'd move to 26.6. Oh, does that stay the same? Did someone suddenly jump up that? Sorry, it looked like someone changed. Changed their time there, got quicker, but no. I think I've had an AI hallucination on that one. Alleman has gone quicker though, he's up to 6th position, was in 9th, that's now usual since here Fabian Garner into the top 10. Tenor Rio goes into 3rd place. He thought about coming into the pits, decided against, absolutely tearing out with that first chicane. Do like the sound of that engines. There is Sonny. I need to stop fanboying there. Who've we got? Sodre still in the pits. So is Contestable. Contestable was out on track, but no time set. Neither Simon Turner in the Ferrari. So getting to the business end. Nice front nose cap. He's just run too deep in a parabolica, and that's the next lap done as well, you would say. Yeah, not going to go quicker on the next lap surely, as Gilles Alleman. Oh no, 5th position Gilles up to, that has changed there, so yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, Simon Turner, not long left in qualifying, that's going to be difficult to get in the although 131. So can maybe still find a bit of time. I've got another car firmly in the slipstream there as well. LMU crosses the line and goes quicker with a 26.4. 1 minute left. The GT3s are going to be queuing up in the garage. Best of luck to all the drivers taking part. Beautiful, beautiful sound. Oh, Sonny Ev absolutely wrestling the car through the second chicane. That is the way to do it. Almost looks like crabbing there. Just bang on the line. Avoids the right hand curve. Runs wide on the left very nicely. Bit of a jiggle on the curve there as well. Yeah, so down the dip it looks like LMU is done. LMU's in the garage. Afonso's done as well, so's Tenerio and Alleman. So the best for Alleman's going to be a 5th Jeremy Neff still out on track. Fabian Carner in 7th place at the minute. Looks like they're coming in though. Buzas, Tom Curtin got a 28.4 set. So has gone much quicker than Hunky, but Funky now in 12th position. Buzos in the garage, still quicker than Simon Turner, who's coming in at the end of his lap. Simon did go quicker, down to 1 minute 30. So just over a second shaved off and still out on track. But let's see. Sonny back in the pits, can take the top spot. It's LMU who's going to take the top spot. Unless somebody else pulls some kind of miracle out of the bag. As we can see, the GT3s hustling and bustling their way through. So let us have a little look. So there is the as the GT3s get their tyres warmed up, there is the results for the qualifying from the hypercars from round 4, and it is LMU who's got the 1 minute 26.4, just ahead of Sonny on a 26.5, 4 tenths ahead of Afonso, who's 2 tenths ahead of Tenerio, so it's a close front 2 rows, 3rd and 4th respectively for Afonso and Tenerio. Oh, and Fabian Carner pops in a late 27.2, only a couple of hundreds behind Tenerio, so he will share row 3 with Gilles Aleman, who is unceremoniously bumped down to 6th, along with Jeremy Neef down to 7th. Jason Davis, Sanka Richards and Constantine Buzas all bumped down a position as well, 7 through 10. Tom Curtin outside the top 10 now with Hunky but Funky in 12th. Benji Beam, Simon Turner setting times 12th, 13th and 14th. Contestabile and Pedro Sodre not setting times. It is now time for the GT3s. We've got 10 of them out on track. Usually do have a few more, and I tell you, it'd be handy in the race to get a bit of slipstream from some of the quicker cars. Do we even dare suggest a bit of bump drafting? I would think not. I would think not. Oh, Jack Evans on the cold tyres, finding out the BMW way. It's not always the best way. There is Adam Sharp, another BMW driver or pilot in these things. There is the push of Simon Hatz. We've got Vermeulen out in the BMW as well. Love the livery on that bad boy. That is some colourful, fun stuff. There is the main man, Christoph Stachecki, in the Iron Dames Porsche. There is Derek. We're going to be watching him for the entire race, Bruff, out in the Lamborghini. We'll be taking a poll in the chat as well. We'll see how long it takes Derek to lose one of his wheels. If you're going to bring it up in chat, well, sometimes just have to keep a track of these things. Zoranovic in the Lexus. This could unleash all kinds of murder along the start-finish straight, that is for sure. A good exit from Parabolica, and that very deep-throated engine. We'll get some serious RPMs going. We've got Kiko Gallo out in the Lexus as well. Franklin Stegink, he was testing the limits of the track in the practice session. Hopefully got that all out with system. And Remy Castillo not out on track at the moment, but yeah, another phenomenal livery. There we go, we've got times coming in as I am looking away. It's the fastest lap popping up. Ah, now. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. Oh yeah, team name, I see that now. Opening exchanges, it's Christoph Stachecki. He is, yeah, cracking on, as you would expect. 43.2, right up there in the championship, and he is right up there in qualifying early doors. A second quicker Then Kiko Gallo in the Lexus, Simon Hatz in early third place with Adam Sharp in fourth, Zoranovic provisional fifth with a near identical time to Rudy Vermeulen in sixth position. Derek Groff has managed to refrain from going lame donkey in his opening attempt for a lap. He's got himself in seventh position at the moment. Jack Evans, no time set, but he is coming around the last corner, so we'll see how many hearts Jack is about to break. 5, he's popped it in third place, quite unsurprisingly. And Adam Sharp, there we go, 1 minute 42.7, that is working excellent. Is instantly overtaken by Christoph Stachecki, who's done a 1 minute 41.3. Oh my goodness me, you absolutely got to love FRL. Formula Racing League, get yourself onto the Discord and get yourself involved in the racing. Every series is so well handicapped, if you get what I mean. The right drivers are in the right leagues racing against one another, and it leads to some incredibly close championships. It is absolutely frightening, and it means as well, if you do see a driver running away with it, they are good. End of story. So yeah. Stachecki, yep. Zoranovic in second, Sharp now in third, Gallo in fourth. Castillo is still in the pits. Franklin Stegging has got a time set, 45.8. I think we'll see that come down a bit, as well as Derek Bruffs. I would think he's going to get in the 44s. That's the challenge, Derek. Let's go. Vermeulen still running very nicely as well, 44.7, so he doesn't need much time to get ahead of Evans. I think Evans is definitely going to be on the prowl to try and bring himself. Sorry, we do have to still cycle through these race cameras. It's not ideal. So there we go, Stachecki goes back top, 41.0. Ooh, we're going to see a 40. Yes, we are. There we go, Zoranovic with a 40.5. Oh, excellent stuff. Are we going to see a 39? Maybe a bit further down the line. We've got 2.5 minutes to go. Ooh, you can't park there, mate. Unfortunately, that is Jack Evans violating the track limits. That lap will not count. And he's got himself a couple of minutes. Yep, so he's got time to get back to the start line and start another lap. So it is going to be his last shot at it. Zoranovic, though, is the Lexus up at the top of the timing tower. I did say these things would be very quick around here. Oh, there we go. Pull Fast and the Furious. And there we go, the Lexus bind, so that is very much a Lexus thing. You'll love to see it. Overlays is looking awesome, dude. Yes, they absolutely are. I'm glad you like them. They are. And wait till you see what they can... Oh, you'll be racing, but wait till you see what we can do in the race as well, as far as, yeah, bringing up extra little bits of data go. There we go, little... some little additions that we can have as well. But yeah, we'll focus on the GT3s at the moment. We did, yeah, have the hypers. There's the Stachecki. Going quicker again. What a battle it is. 48.0, another half a second. This track really does, or this game really does rubber in. The track temperature 14.7 degrees at the moment. So it's holding pretty well, and Stachecki, he's holding on to that steering wheel pretty well, it has to be said. Although he's coming into some traffic now. We've got Kiko Gallo in the garage, a couple of other cars requesting to come in. And yeah, Derek Bruff has nailed himself a good time, 43.3, a 10th ahead of Vermeulen. So yeah, it looks like I gave him far too easy a target, and almost identical time to Simon Hatz as well. He's got time to finish this lap. Hats is in the same boat, so he's going to finish this lap. This is a Scary that he is coming into. This will be his last lap. Oh, this is just such a phenomenal course. Such a phenomenal course. The amount of speed you have to carry through. Oh, there we go. So Stachecki is going to be declared provisional pole at the moment. You never know. Adam Sharp might have something to say. Jack Evans as well. Don't be surprised. In fact, he's going to cross the line before. Oh, he's got himself a stop-go penalty. He's violated the track limits too many times. It does improve on his time. Vermeulen in the same boat as well. So I'm not sure if those times will count. Vermeulen. There's Simon Hatz, 42.7 in the post for him. Adam Sharp, I think, yep, he's back in the pits. Nobody else out on track. You can see those little flags up. Yeah, everybody's in. And yeah, Castillo not setting a time. So there it is, confirmation of the qualifying for round 4 here at Monza in the GT3. Stachecki with a 40.0, half a second ahead of Zoranovic, who himself was 7/10 ahead of Adam Sharp in third. Kiko Gallo half a second behind Adam. So it's going to be a fun first chicane. We've got a lot of hypercars for the GT3s to catch up to, which they may well do. Jack Evans in 5th, Franklin Stegging in 6th position. Derek Bruff brought home all 4 wheels in qualifying. Step 1 done, Derek, nice one. With a 42.7, I really did massively underset the bar for Derek. Says he can't drive that thing and does a 42.7. That's absolutely outrageous claims to be making, Derek, quite frankly. Simon Hatz in 8th, Rudy Vermeulen in 9th position, and Remy Castillo not setting a time. Didn't leave the garage, in fact. The cars are now about to start gridding up. As I say, we're here for round number 4. It is Monza, Qatar, Silverstone and Interlagos in the rear view mirror. We've got Sebring, Spa, Le Mans and fingers crossed we've got Barcelona coming in the last round. If it is, of course, released. Boom, boom. There we go. No. Please don't do that. Thank you very much. Isn't technology wonderful? Quick look at the series standings before we go into the race. It's Zoranovic who's leading the way in the Hypers, Nopek in 2nd and Cabrera in 3rd place. Zoranovic starting in 2nd place. My apologies, everything froze there. Including myself, Zoranovic starting in 2nd place this evening. In fact, that's the Stachecki. Oh, of course, he got 2nd place. He's only been in one race. He didn't start last week. That's why, yeah, so podiums. But yeah, he is starting in 1st place tonight. And it looks like the rolling is about to start. And of course, in the Hypers, it is Max Suniev and Francesco Adamu leading the way, just the other way round from the championship standings. For the start of tonight's race. It's going to be another 80-minuter as always, so we may well see, yep, so we'll see some pit stops from a few of the cars. And yeah, turn 1 should be fun. That is a lot of cars to get through. It's the Stachecki leading the way there in the GT3s. Adamu getting very close. Oh no, no, no. Trying to get helicam. There we go, it's the green lights, it's food down his flag. Oh, that's a big wiggle, that's a collection, that is a bouncing car. Right through the field. field there. Who is that? Is that Musas has just dropped down the order? Oh, and his car is absolutely annihilated. That's a couple of BMWs that have been caught out as well as the race leaders in the hypercars do manage to escape the carnage somewhat. It's Gilles Alleman holding in fourth position. In fact, let's get positional delta on as well. Tenor Rio has taken a bit of a smash. Sanker Richards, I believe it might have been. Second, yeah, Fabian Carner. Oh, he is definitely carrying that. Yeah, so it was Fabian Carner got a tank slapper off the line. Tom Curtin getting caught up in the extracurricular activity as well. Tenerio in 7th position. He's dropped 3. It's Alaman Neff and Jason Davies that have all made their way past there as well, past him. And it's been a cracking start for them. It's been a cracking start for Adamu and Sunniev, to be fair, the two of them. Absolutely flying. They are leaving the field behind. You can see they're 1.2 seconds back to the rest of the field already. I'm very confused by the fact that we've got a BMW ahead of them parked on the track. I feel like something's gone wrong there someplace, surely. Zoranovic leading the way still, and I tell you what, it's the same in the GT3s as it is. Adamu setting the fastest lap there. The same in the GT3s as it is in the hypercars. The top two are absolutely flying away. It is the Lexus of Zoranovic and the Porsche of Stachecki lighting up the timing boards. Zoranovic, we might see a few more opening quicker laps there. We are seeing cars all over the place at the minute. The GT3s, that is one of the big issues, of course, with multi-class racing, with a turn one like this. If the class ahead have a bit of an issue, the class behind, despite how wide the car is, the track is, there is walls either side. Brough is out. Castillo didn't leave the garage. Jack Evans has got a drive-through. Adam Sharp has returned to garage as well. So they are out of the race. Kiko Gallo is in the pits for repairs, and Franklin Stegging is coming into the pits. As we can see, we did get a look at his BMW not so long ago. And Gilles Alleman is now up into 2nd place. Let me see, there's nothing on my tower. Derek Brough was disqualified, didn't get Adam Sharp stopped on track. How did he get ahead of the hypercars though? Had they already done a lap? Yeah, Sharp is back in there. Adamu is still leading the way, 129.1, so he's finding some serious pace, but Afonso is now chasing down Gilles Alleman, who finds himself up to 3rd position, and Max Sunniev is who I am looking for. Is down in 8th position, but I've got nothing telling me what's going on there, so not sure at all what's happening to Sunniev. He does look like he's sparking a bit there, but no more than anyone else. As Zoranovic goes quicker again in the GT3s. Kiko Gallo exiting the pits. A minute and 5 seconds he was in there for. So that is quite the time stationary. Or yeah, sorry, not stationary, that's his entire pit stop. Oh no, sorry, his entire pit stop was 1 minute 32. My apologies, all the new shiny buttons to play with. But yeah, 1 minute 32 for his entire pit stop, stationary for 105. It was a yellow flag incident. Yeah, there was definitely yeah, that tank slapper from the from the hypercar at the start has really thrown a few drivers under the bus. Couldn't get out of the way quick enough. Fabian Carner is the driver I was looking for there. He is in the pits getting himself repaired. We'll see how detrimental that's been to him. Constantable is in the pits, and the Mew has just said, sorry, I'm falling over my own words here. A lot going on once again in the mixed classes, and in fact Alleman has been overtaken by Alex Afonso, so that's Afonso now finding himself up into 2nd place. Alleman and Neff have got a couple of positions, so too does Davies. Tenerio down 2, but he is now being hunted down by Sunniev, although Tenerio looks like he's doing a bit of hunting himself. That is a fair few cars he's got in front of him. Yeah, let's jump on and see how it looks from his angle. So he's got positions to make back up, where he's being chased down by Sonny F, who is a bit down the road still. It really has thrown the cat amongst the pigeons in the GT3s. Rudy Vermeulen is up to 3rd place. Stacheki and Zoranovic still within half a second. And they have swapped positions, which I missed as well, because so they have swapped positions up at the front, so it's now Zoranovic leading the way in the GT3. Championship leader back up the top. Stacheki down into 2nd place, where he finished round number 2. He's only raced so far. Yeah, LMU going quicker and quicker. 27.3. He's taken absolute chunks out of that time. We've got Adam Sharp out of the race as well. Oh no, Derek Bruff is back in. There we go. Excellent. I did wonder. That's the wrong button. There we go. Yes, Derek Bruff is back out. So he got in, got repaired. He is back out on track. Stegink is back out as well. 3 minutes 19. Unfortunately for Stegink, that is a lot of damage to repair. That has put him very much out of kilter with the rest of the GT3s. He's got an hour and 13 to go though, and it is Monza. We can have the one driver. It unfortunately can happen to others, and it frequently does round here. No such issues for Adamu up at the front. He has got 4.5 seconds back to Afonso, who's only got half a second to Gilles Aleman. Aleman hanging right in there, so he's being overtaken, and he's got a good gap back to Jeremy Neff. They're just coming into some traffic now. They're going to be constant traffic. Excellent. He's got a good gap back to Neff and Davies, although that looks like Ken and Rio and Usas maybe swapping positions. Yep, as we go through Parabolica, they're going side by side past the pit exit. This is Max Soniev, who's looking to get himself back up towards a podium position potentially. Yep, GT3 there as well. Who's going to be better on the brakes? Aston Martin's got his nose in front. He's on the inside line, firing into turn number 2. Oh, and a bit of a wiggle there. Hyper sensitive on the steering these cars are. It's safe to say they're hyper everything, which is why they're called hypers. Then at the second chicane, a bit of front to rear wheel bang out. That is over the sausage curve for Max Soniev, but it does give him an advantage out of the corner, and it's going to put him into the Degnas. The Les Motos. Oh my goodness, Kieran Clifford, you have absolutely ruined me, and I will never forgive you for it. It is the Les Motos. I said the Degnas, didn't I? So there we go. Yeah, so in and out the Les Motos, I really do always get them mixed up. So Sonny F, whoa, really pushing his luck on that corner exit there. Firm grip of the steering wheel is safe to say for Jason Davies, who's getting himself nice and close to Jeremy Neff as well. Afonso has lost a bit of time to Adamu, but he's also gained time to Gilles Aleman. That gap's now up to 1.4, so Davies, the closest driver in the hypercar class as far as overtaking goes. In fact, Rumi Castillo has come out of the pits. Oh no, my apologies. That says 2/10 behind. That's a bit of a slight error. Derek Bruff is still running. Where am I looking for? Ten and Rio was closer. In fact, the two up at the top of the GT3s, they are still right on top of one another. We'll find a good onboard. Yeah, there we go. We'll watch Christoph Stacheki. He is still chasing the Lexus lap after lap. Again, well, as mentioned a couple of weeks ago in a couple of the races, it could well be Do you prefer to be the hunter or the hunter? Although the Lexus is absolutely mighty for top end speed. And he's got a very good exit there. Has Zoranovic not messing about. We are, what, we're only 11 minutes in. So still got a lot of racing to go. Is Stegging back out of the pits? He is not. So Stegging out of the race as well. So Stegging and Sharp both out, and it looks like Castillo not starting the race, so he won't be finishing. So we're down to 7 GT3s at the minute. We started off with 10, we've still got all 16. No, we don't, sorry. Contestable is out of the race. He is out in the hypercars 3 laps ago. Let me see. And not that must have happened before. So these two battling out, and in fact Pedro Sodri not 1.4 seconds down Tenerio. Oh, Davies on Suniev. Suniev back up to 5th. So he's got the overtake done while we were watching the GT3s, but that is a nice move. Suniev showing some very, very, very serious pace, as you would expect given his qualifying time. He is dead. Oh, what's going on there? He's completely missed that corner all over the gravel. That's going to cost him a lot of time on that lap. His best lap so far at 27.5, so only 2/10 behind the fastest lap of LMU, but half a second quicker, at least half a second quicker than anyone else. That's Afonso and Aleman in 2nd and 3rd. So you would say, all things considered, you would expect him to make some spots. Now we have, that looked like a, okay, so Turner and Karner have both had pit stops. Now let's have a look, analyse a bit more data. Do like to keep up to date. Oh, and that's Suniev having a spin. That one didn't pop up there, but Suniev having a spin. Oh, and Simon Turner out on cold tyres. He was only stopped for 23 seconds, so that was a quick one. Karner, of course, with a 3 minutes 18. There's another hypercar coming through, but that was Max Suniev having himself a massive moment there out of the 2nd chicane, and that now drops him back down to 10th position. So he might be looking for the award for most overtakes in the race. Maybe started thinking, maybe thought to himself he'd make it interesting, starting 2nd and finishing 2nd or 1st. Maybe a bit too vanilla, a bit too boring. Yep, Suniev. He's given himself all to do now. That is down to 10th position. Francesco Adamu cannot believe his luck here. He's got a 6-second gap over Alex Afonso, and he will be able to run whatever strategy he feels like. The track temperature might actually be catching the drivers out as well. We're down to 9.3 degrees. It is chilly out there underfoot. So the drivers are not going to have a lot of grip, especially trying to warm up the tyres. There we go. I do love the sound of them going past. We've got a bit of separation between the top two and the GT3s, as we can see there. That is the Iron Dames car Ostachecki. Now about a second down. A lot of traffic going on. Buzas is involved in the hypercars. Good to see. We've got Jeremy Neff and Jason Davies all battling out for 4th position. Buzas showing some very good pace at the moment. We'll jump in there so we can at least get some rear view mirrors on the go. And see how these three got on out of Parabolica. We're going to move over now. I'm surprised Neff didn't move over more firmly there. Take advantage of that slipstream. Good entry by Buzas. Oh, and that's not so good there by Jeremy Neff, and not great news for Buzas either. He would have certainly been hoping to take advantage of some slipstream there. Oh, and he's coming to the pits. So Jeremy Neff, that is not the best way to take that cut. I mean, that was maybe why he was out wide, trying to get nice and wide to cut in late and get into the pit entrance, but he made a bit of a pig's ear of that. I believe would be the correct racing technical terminology for that particular manoeuvre. Didn't quite get it correct. But into the pits he comes. That puts Soniev back up to 8th. Sanka Richards nice and 9th, and Tom Curtin back up to 10th position. Or it will do shortly. Sanka Richards right behind Soniev, in fact. Soniev tyres really haven't recovered from that off track. Let's see. Yeah, Sanka Richards, fellow Ferrari driver, is definitely closing in. That's only 1.1 seconds. So this could be interesting. Francesco Adamiu, 8.3 seconds up at the front. Absolute consistent genius up at the front. And just went quicker again. 1 minute 26.9. So yeah, phenomenal opening 20 minutes for Adamiu. This is going to do his championship the world of good if he can bring this one home. His main rival in the race, certainly from the timings revealed in the qualifying session, Max Soniev was the driver that was going to be bringing the main challenge up at the front of the field, and his couple of incidents that he's been involved in now finds himself back down again in 8th position. It's been an absolute yo-yo 20 minutes. In fact, it's only been 17 minutes, but it's been mad, insanely yo-yo. As another car just has a bit of an off-track as well. Stachecki bringing the Thunder back up at the top of the GT3s, just setting the fastest lap there and back to within half a second. Very nicely done indeed. So Stachecki finding 7/10 there through the traffic, and Max Soniev, let's see if we can catch an overtake. Certainly going to catch an overtake attempt. He has got Christian Tenerio ahead of him. He was 7/10 quicker on that last lap. You think out of Ascari he's going to get a very good run. He's going to slingshot past two of them because Hunky but Funky is just ahead. Now, interesting choice there. Tenerio stays over to the left, doesn't take advantage of the slipstream from the Ferrari ahead. It just slingshots. Oh, in the back end, there we go. That's what can happen if you misjudge the slipstream. I tell you what, that is a very good save. Full 720. And that is Soniev not having a good race today at all. 9th position. Sanka Richards says thank you very much, and goes back up to 8th place. That leaves Tenerio to try and retake a position from Hunky but Funky, with Buzas, the driver, just at the front of this little three-way battle for 5th position. Jason Davies 9 seconds down on Alaman, who's now 3 seconds down on Alex Afonso. Afonso 10 seconds down on Adamiu, leading the way after 12 laps. In the hypercars, in the GT3s, it's Saranovic. He started in second, he is now in first. He's 8/10 ahead of Stachecki. It's been a solid battle between these two. As you see, Noki slides back into position. Rudy Vermeulen, 6 places made since the start of the race, managed to avoid the unfortunate incident between the hypercars that caught out so many of the GT3 cars. He's up 6 places with Simon Hatz up 4. So great start to the race for him in the Porsche. As another hypercar goes past. Great engine sounds. And that is why we love it. There is Kiko Gallo, dropped to position, but still running in 5th place. And Derek Brough is also gained the position as well. So yeah, was sent to the pits for some reason at the start, but has come back out and is up to 6th position. And there you go, by hook or by crook. Rumi Castillo in the very nice BMW livery. Didn't set a quality time, hasn't appeared for the race, but has still managed to gain 3 places. And is up to 7th spot. Obviously, that won't count in the standings. That'll get looked at. But yeah, that is one way to do it. So I was watching a game show called Taskmaster recently, and a contestant was advised he'd have been better off not saying anything at all, and he'd have scored more points than that. Certainly resonates with that situation. Max Soniev going for overtake number 782 of the race so far, and it is a retake of Sanka Richards' 8th position. And that is Soniev, yep, safely through. Sanka, in fact, almost left standing out of Parabolica, to be fair. Yeah, very good exit though by Max Soniev. That's why he's setting the lap times he was setting in qualifying. Oh, Stachecki just having... Oh, Derrybrough got a drive-through penalty 21 minutes ago. Aha, right, okay, so it wasn't a DSQ, it was a drive-through. This he got disqualified though, very strange. Wonder if there was an issue during the drive-through. I'm sure we'll find out after the race, or at least before next week. I will find out, and we'll get you that information next week, of course. To keep up to date with everything that's going on. Where is Sanka Richards? Still behind Max Soniev, but he's still only just behind, so benefiting from some slipstream. Alexa Fonzo still gaining time hand over fist on Gilles Aleman. He's gone from 3rd up to 2nd. Now he's 6 seconds ahead of Aleman, 12 seconds behind Adamu. Adamu really is flying. Another driver has popped into the top 12 there as well. Benji Beams. Lapping pretty consistently as well at the moment, which is always a good sign. 12th position, so gained the spot there ahead of Neff. I think Neff has been into the pits. Indeed he has, I think. We'll have a look. So yeah, it was a quick turnaround as well. Under a minute, so that's Jeremy Neff been into the pits. We've got some info in the chat. There was an issue with the car Jack Evans in front. Stood still for almost a lap. Right, okay, yeah, I did see a car that seemed to be massively out of position, stationary on the track, yeah. But yeah, good to see that he got his drive-through cleared and he is back out and running. He's a good lad. Now he just needs to make it home with all 4 wheels. Come on, Derek, no pressure. Just you on the road, nobody else watching apart from all of us on YouTube. Hunky but funky within 0.6 of a second of Buzas and Tenerio. Tenerio still with a fairly tenuous position there in 5th. Is looking to regain a position from Davies, but Davies having a great run so far. And there you can see Tenerio. Haha, beautiful pictures there of the 3 cars coming along the straight. Hopefully we get the 3 of them running under the camera. And Soniev only 1.8 seconds down. And now, can he keep it between the Mayo and the Mustard and get himself involved in these 3? I think Hunky But Funky is going to get closer into the braking zone. Is he going to make a move? Stays to the right hand side of the pit lane. Not quite close enough. He could go full Sendosaurus Rex. Decides against. Yeah, nothing at the turn 2. But definitely close enough. Soniev is going to lap this up. Again, if he can keep the grip on the back end of the car, something that he's clearly struggled with so far in the race, but with only half a second between the 3 cars ahead, that is just absolute bread and butter. Although, it does look like, yeah, Davies is making a bit of a... Sorry, Tenerio. Is making a bit of a breakaway. Yeah, got a bit of breathing space actually. now is Tenerio going to catch Davies before Sonny Ev gets caught up. We'll see. I think Sonny Ev going to get this into turn 2, if not turn 1. I think, yeah, sweeping round the outside, double slipstream down at the start-finish straight. Certainly can't be a bad thing. And perfect timing. Update on the top 2 in the GT3s. There's second, there's first. On with the hypercars. And yep, double slipstream for Sonny Ev, and that is an absolute dream. Which side is he going to be shown here? The Ferrari's ahead. Stay on the outside, pull into the curve. We're going to get very close indeed. Sonny Ev has been in this position before and has gone for the move. He's thinking about it. He's later on the brake, sends it up the inside, gets it stopped. Oh, and turned nicely through that chicane and does take a position from Hunky, but Funky, I'm not sure there was much of a battle going on there. Although, let's just check. Yeah, no problems there. But yeah, so a good full-sided overtake there by Sonny Ev. It's now Buzaz next on Sonny Ev's hit list, and they have caught back up to Tenerio. So Tenerio was over a second ahead, and he is now not. He's only 8 tenths ahead as he has a bit of a wiggle into Ascari there. The car getting a bit unsettled. We're still at 9.3 degree track temperature. Sonny Ev is going to make another overtake this time. No, he's not. He's pulling back into line before we get to Parabolica, or is he? Is he just biding his time? He's taking the inside line. He has gone later on the brakes. Full grip on the steering wheel as he tears it around that last corner. Manages to keep the car in check this time. Gets himself a good exit, but does give away that slipstream advantage into the long turn 1. And we'll see if Buzas has got anything to bring back. Then this won't be harming Sonny Ev either. The slipstream definitely affects both cars. The car in front there is lifted higher, so they go quicker as well. So this will help him close up on Tenerio. Makes his way into the second chicane. It's the first chicane in this version of the track, but it's the second chicane as far as Monza is concerned. Sonny Ev and Buzaz. Very nicely done by both of them. In fact, it is better by Sonny Ev, who is leaving Buzaz absolutely standing here. He's got it to within 8 tenths of a second. We did very recently see Stachecki and Zoranovic up at the front of the field in the GT3s. It is still very much as you were for the GT3 drivers. Given Stachecki's run in his race in round 2, I did say he would be there or thereabouts for podiums all season, and yeah, looking to prove me right on this one tonight. That was a previous update there. The Lexus though, Zoranovic, I think he has got the fastest lap. Oh no, sorry, he doesn't. Stachecki does with a 40.5, 40.7. Oh, wow. Yeah, we'll take our eyes back up to the hypercar, shall we? Yes, bit of a kick of a dust there, an early lock-up. Brake discs absolutely glowing in the cold temperatures, as you would well expect. And I'll tell you what else is glowing. That would be Max Sonny Ev's race engineers. They currently find their driver the fastest on track. He's just set a 1 minute 26.9, and he has caught back up to Tenerio. Could you even imagine the battle we would be treated to if you hadn't had these two mistakes? But what we are being treated to is an overtaking masterclass from Max Sonny Ev. He is back up to 6th position. Oh, and that exit to Ascari is not what he needed there. We'll see just how much time he's going to lose. He would have been absolutely bumper to bumper here if he hadn't had that little run off track there. Oh, and that is very close indeed. Almost does go bumper to bumper on the entrance to Parabolica. He really needed to be that close here on the way out of Parabolica, and that would have given him a definitive run on the car ahead. He may well have it. He is keeping up at the moment as we pass the pit exit and passing where turn 1 would be if the chicane was here. And he is being shown to the outside line. Is he going to be able to carry enough pace here to hold this side by side? Nope, he's going to need to tuck back in. And is he going to look for it into the second chicane again? He is much later on the brakes once again, but he's been out-braked by Tenerio, who ends up going off track massively there, and he is going to just hand that position over because of course he can't overtake. He can't overtake off track, so yeah, he did. I thought he could gamble there and brake. Just thought, yeah, if I brake later than Sonny Ev, but Sonny Ev braked as late as possible for the corner he made at Tenerio did. Sonny Ev back up to 5th position. Simon Hart's coming into the pit. He's currently running in 4th place. Kiko Gallo's been in the pits and is behind them. We've got more GT3s coming through. We'll see if we've had any more pit stops. Jeremy Neff, the lead hypercar that's taken a pit stop so far. Carner's been in as well. Contestable out of the race. So too Pedro Sodre and Simon Turner. Both out of the race as well, so we're down to 13 of the hypercars. Neff and Carner, as I say, both of them have been in the pits so far. But that's it for the hypercars. Oh, and we've got Afonso. Oh, just having himself a bit of a moment there. He's now, what's that, 18 seconds down. But more importantly for him, he is 7.5 seconds ahead now of Aluman. I think Buzas has had a bit of an incident as well. He is behind Hunky But Funky, so Hunky But Funky has got the overtake done as confirmation comes in. Simon Hatz into the pits. Oh, and there's Derek Bruff just kicking up a bit of dust there from the drivers behind him. Release the smoke screen. He's been playing to his Battlefield 6. Or not enough, one of the two. It looks like Max Sunniev is looking to get himself back up to 4th position before he comes into the pits, and if he does, it's going to be at the expense of one Jason Davies. Davies is now very much the hunted in this situation, as we can see. Oh, I was going to say about a clear rear view mirror there for Sunniev to get his work done, but he was very nearly right into the back of Davies' car, so much quicker on the way into Parabolica there, so I don't think it's going to be long before this overtake gets done. To be fair, I don't think Davies wants to particularly put up a fight with the driver this much quicker. We're better just letting them pass. Oh, as they go 3 wide past the Porsche, and he's touched him on the way in. Oh, he's just turned in a bit too much there. Jason Davies ends up massively off track there. He didn't quite judge the space or the pace there by the look of it. And Sonny F. First view there, didn't look like he had much more, didn't look like he had anywhere to go on that inside line. Certainly at first glance, but that is Sonny Ev back up to 4th position then, so only a net loss of 2 spots so far. Buzas is close to Hunky But Funky, although that's just shot up to 1.2 seconds. So that one is stretching out. Castillo's in the pit, so that 2/10 doesn't count. And in the GT3s, we'll have a look and see how they're getting on. It is Zoranovic who is leading the way. We are 46 minutes left. So what's that, 35 minutes in. So we're getting close to the halfway mark. Zoranovic starting in 2nd, now in 1st. The Czechie starting in 1st, now in 2nd. They've got almost a minute up on Rudy Vermeulen, who is on the podium. After starting in 9th place, so being that far behind will, yeah, absolutely no problem whatsoever for Vermeulen. He's on the overall podium. Simon Hatz. Now Simon has been in the pits. Yes, he has, and so too has Kiko Gallo. They're running 4th and 5th at the minute in the GT3s. As I say, they've taken their pit stop. Derek Brough, of course, running in 6th position. In the hypercars, it's still Adamu who is leading the way. We can see Jeremy Neff. Oh, Fabian Carner has been overtaken by Tom Curtin, who is on his way out of the pits. Okay, so yeah, Carter thinks on a bit of an incident, but we'll crack on with the hypercar rundown. LMU leading the way, 20 seconds ahead of Afonso, and another 7 seconds ahead of Gilles Aleman. Again, making his debut. Not a bad start to the race or the series. He's now being hunted down by Max Soniev. As we can see from the lap times. Safe to say Soniev is just that bit quicker at the moment. In fact, a second quicker than Aleman on that last lap. He's 6.5 seconds behind. So 6 laps from now, it's going to be interesting. Ken Rio currently running in 5th place. He'll be hoping he can get a position towards the end. He's certainly running quicker than Aleman as well. He's got a bit of time to make up. But certainly got time to do it. Hungry but Funky up 6 places from 12th to 6th position. 35 minutes in. He's been involved in some good battles. And is reaping the rewards. Was under pressure from Usas in 7th place. Another driver venturing further into the top 10. Started in 10th, up to 7th place in the Ferrari. Dropping a bit of time to Hunky but Funky, but still up 3 spots. Not too shabby. Sanka Richards. Sanka Richards. There we go. Up a spot to 8th. Beams up 4 places into 9th position, and Jeremy Neff leading the way out of the pitted hypercars, running in 10th place. So we'll see when the rest of the field decide to come in. And yeah, Hunky but Funky, great race so far. It says up 5, and Soniev looks like his tyres have run their certainly first set, so he's requested to come in for a pit stop. And that's Hunky but Funky looking to come in as well, so just short of the halfway mark for these two to come in. I wonder if Aleman or Afonso will amend their strategy in any way. Aleman was only 6 tenths down actually on Soniev's last lap time. So starting to balance that gap out a bit. That's certainly going to help in the long run. And Afonso as well. He is looking very good in that Aston Martin. What is he now? 21 seconds down, so he's got a bit of time to play with his pit stop as well. I don't think these drivers, that was my question, but I think I've answered it. I don't think they're going to change their strategy based on Soniev at the moment. I mean, certainly the way the race has gone on the current evidence, it would say you're more likely to see Soniev lose the back end again. It's been a few times it's happened now. And here he is coming into the pits. Aleman has triggered it as well, so he's coming in on the next lap. Hunky but Funky should be getting close. There we go. Pulls into the pits, and we'll check their service times as well as they make their way out. But that's Hunky but Funky into the pits. Francesco Adamu though. His quickest lap is a 26.9. His last lap he's just completed was a 27.0. So yeah, within a tenth of a second. That is the type of consistency that will win everything. Absolutely everything. Sanka Richards comes into the pits as well. In fact, Stachecki and Zoranovic. These two are going to have separation anxiety by the end of the race. Let's see if we get a good rear. Yeah, there we go. Nice rear on-board camera we can watch these two from. Adamu's coming into the pits. So Adamu is coming into the pits. That is bang on the halfway mark. So a straight 50-50 for Adamu. I wonder if Afonso decides to stay out here. Funky on the pit exit with Jeremy Neff on his lap, and that gap is closing, but that is Hunky But Funky out and running. Neff just coming out with Parabolica, so that gap will close a bit. There is Aleman coming into the pits. It's all happening at the halfway mark. Now we'll see what the GT3s decide to do. No request from them so far, but Zoranovic, nope, just pulling over. Bit of mind games maybe. Still no request coming in from either of them, so they're going to continue onwards as LMU. Is going to be coming in to the pits now. Afonso coming in as well. Gilles Aleman is on his way out of the pits. Yes, he is. So I'm going to show you how much pace LMU has got. Aleman service time, so yeah, 39 seconds for Aleman, so that's a quick turnaround. Sunniev was 51, so was Hunky But Funky, and Jeremy Neff was 55. Confirmation, Hunky But Funky is out ahead of Jeremy Neff and has maintained a 13-second gap back to Neff, who is currently in 10th. Oh, Sanker Richards has violated the pit entry speed and has got a stop-go penalty. As Afonso and LMU are in the pits, Tenerio makes his way into the pits as well. Buzas and Beams will be joining them as well, as Vermeulen from third in the GT3s coming into the pits as well. Afonso was temporarily in the lead with Tenerio in second, but there goes LMU. Back out in the lead. Yeah, because they've all come at the pitch. So straight 50, 50, 42 seconds for LMU stop. So 3 seconds slower than Aleman. So yeah, no great loss in time there. Afonso as well. Only a 37-second stop. So he's managed to stop 2 seconds quicker than Aleman, so that's another 2 seconds that Aleman will need to try and overturn. Sanker Richards, as I said, will be back in the pits for a stop-go penalty as the top three in the GT3s. All signal that they're going to be coming in at the end of this lap as well. It really is full silly season at the halfway mark of the race here at Monza, as everyone in and out of the pits, as you can see. The hypercar field has entirely pitted. Benji Beams in the pit at the moment and will be the final driver to take a necessary pit stop. Sanker Richards, well, it is still necessary. If you don't take the stop go, you will be ejected from the race, but that is Sanker Richards coming in to serve a painful stop go penalty. You really need to be on the ball with your track limits in the pit entrance, that is for sure. Zoranovic, where are thou? Being weaved through by an Aston Martin and coming to Parabolica, so we'll be peeling into the pit. And yeah, very much the same situation in the GT3s as the hypercars, as the race leaders are coming in 3rd, 4th and 5th, or certainly 3rd in the pits already, so we'll come out of the pits in 3rd place for Vermeulen, Kiko Gallo, who did spend a fair bit of time stationary. Oh, monster tickle in the throat there. Perfect timing in these cold conditions. It's yeah, fun times with the heating on, but we crack on. Derek Brough, 6th position, still has to come in at the pits himself. No request so far, and in fact Gallo is coming in for a second pit stop. Stachecki and Zoranovic have swapped positions in the pits. they've swapped back positions in the pits. The Checky was stationary for 2.2 seconds less. Yeah, which led to a 3-second difference in the pit times, and that is how races can be won and lost. 34 minutes left to go. So the Checky back out in the lead. Took pole position, started in the lead, came into the pits in second, and has come out the pits to lead the second half of the race. And we'll see if that battle continues. The Lexus will be gunning for them. We'll get confirmation. We'll have a look through the lap times in a moment while we've got all the pit data on screen. We can see there, LMU 42.2. Very quick turnaround in the pits. Alaman with a good quick turnaround as well, but not as quick as Afonso ahead of him. Tenerio, another driver. He's increased the gap back to Sunny stationary for almost a minute. Much like Hunky, but Funky, who has lost time to Busas. Jeremy Neff back up to 8th position. He might have to come back into the pits. We shall see. Sanka Richards in 9th place, and Benji Beams in 10th position. Curtin Davis both out of the race. Oh no, sorry. My apologies, what am I talking about? Davis is absolutely not out of the race. He is down 4 spots though, after a very long stop in the pits there, as we can see, 3 minutes, and Fabian Karner in the same boat, and is coming back into the pits again. So yeah, I think we'll see another couple of hypercars taking pit stops. We've already looked at the GT3, so let's see. It's the Checky's quickest lap of 40.5. Zaranovic of 40.7. So it shows how close it is between these two in lap times, as it was in the qualifying. And it is the Checky who is the faster of the two. So is he now favourite to win this race? We shall certainly see. Bear with me a moment, I'm just going to a very quick pit stop for the commentator so I can top up the glass of water after that little tickle. Do enjoy some more coverage of Francesco Adamu, absolutely leading the way at the top of the hypercars. Season 4, round 4 of the Formula Racing League Masters of Le Mans, and Adamu certainly master of Monza. Enjoy. There we go, we are back once again. Jeremy Neff, that's him into the pits. Is that going to be a second stop? Yeah, Sanka Riches has had 2 as well. Kiko Gallo has confirmed they're been in twice as well. Still running in 5th after Brough had that early drive-through, which was wiped. Adam, you leading the way, 17 seconds now ahead of Afonso, so the gap going exactly as it was pre-pit stop. Gilles Aleman, the driver, trying to chase down Afonso, but again, Afonso with a very quick turnaround in the pits, and that has certainly aided increasing in that gap. There's Derek Duff in the Lambo. It's still got all 4 wheels as well, Derek. You can do it. There's Jeremy F just making his way out of the pits. Yep, very nicely done. And is that a second? Yes, it is. Yep, so Nev has been in twice. Down in 11th. Sanka Richards has been in twice as well. He's still up in 8th place. So good race there. It's all about Max Suniev now, though, as we can see. He's only 1.6 seconds behind Tanner Rio, so this battle is going to recommence once again. Let's see what they've got up their sleeves for us now. Oh yeah, absolutely flying past. Well, like those camera shots, now at 2.3, so just making his way through the traffic, not quite getting his way of it. Oops. There we go. So this is Tom Curtin, I believe he's coming up behind, so this is going to be to go a lap up. Short run there, yeah, awkward place to catch up. We should get this done along the back stretch. In fact, not even close to the back stretch. He's already passed, so that is a blue flag dispatched with very quickly indeed. The top 2, the gap is going back the way of Zoranovic, in fact. Stachecki losing 9/10 of a second on that last lap. So that has not gone well at all there, and that's put the gap back to under a second, in fact. As the gap with Suniev as well is back to under a second. Suniev a second and a half quicker himself than Tanner Rio on that last lap, so the gap unsurprisingly diminishing very quickly towards the end of this lap, and it's going to be done through turn number 1, although that Aston Martin does have some absolutely incredible takeoff pace. But once again, as we pass the pit exit, it is Suniev's Ferrari doing all of the pulling. He's looking for the outside line, and he is going to gobble up that inside line. Is he? Oh yeah, the Aston Martin staying over on the left. Suniev just sends it right round the outside, and they make it through. Oh, and he's almost gone over that. In fact, he did go the inside of the sausage curve. That's why he's given the position. So couldn't quite make that one stick there. He is going to give it another go though. It's annoying how the onboard keeps jumping like that. So there we go. We'll see if we can get it done along the back straight before Ascari, or is he going to need to wait on turn 1 once again? Oh, Adamu with another fastest lap, 26.9. The track's still at 9.3. Okay, yeah, the amount of fuel in the car obviously is diminishing, so the weight of the car will be decreasing. So yeah, definitely get a few more tenths of a second out of that towards the end. 25 minutes to go. Zoranovic and Stachecki still first and second out of Parabolica. That is a very good exit there by Suniev. He got the car position exactly where he needed to. And there's the Aston Martin now chasing him. What can he do in the slipstream? Where is he going to send it? Has a peek out early doors. Signal to the outside. Came back into the slipstream. He's going to try and hold the outside line. And try and make this one stick through turn number 1 up Suniev. Just too much top end speed in that car. The Aston not able to get it done. Pops out of the slipstream before the chicane, but again too far back to even think about making a move, and that is Sunniev up to 4th position. All thoughts for Sunniev now are firmly on Aleman ahead. Aleman's just done a 28.4, matching Afonso's lap time, and 4/10 ahead of Sunniev, who has been in this battle, so he will be looking to start getting in some very quick laps now. 24 minutes left to go, nearly an hour done. The Lexus still chasing the Porsche since coming out of the pits. Before they came out, it was firmly the other way around. But a quicker pit stop first to check it. Got the overtake done in the pit lane. That's how close it has been between these two. Absolute razor thin. Okay, doesn't quite have the apologies for the camera jumping. There we go. Rear spoiler action. So yeah, rear spoiler of the Porsche. What's in the front of the Lexus for a change. 6/10 separating these two. Oh no, 10 real 1.2 seconds. I thought that was Sunny. I was going to say that is a lot of time he's made up. Well, he's just done a 27.2, so that's 9/10s. So about 11 laps. Ooh, he's just about got time to catch up to Aleman, but then can he get the overtake done when he gets there? We'll keep an eye on those lap times, and in fact Afonso down as well, 28.8. So he lost 7/10 to Aleman. It could be a bit of a juggling act between the top 3 and the top 4 on the last lap. One can only hope. These two though still stealing the show in the GT3s. Rudy Vermeulen though has made up 6 positions to get himself onto the podium. So yeah, definitely contender for driver of the day on that one. The Simon Hatz up 4 into 4th place. Here comes a hypercar. Oh, the Lexus thinking about the overtake as the hypercar goes round the outside. That is the race leader, Francesco Adamo. Look how much more pace the Lexus has got through turn number 1 into the chicane to go. And it's going to be absolutely side by side. Who is more brave? Oh, who's got the bravery on the brakes? That is the Porsche, a bit more nimble to take a bit of sausage curb each. One on the way in, one on the way out, but into the Lesmos it is. The Porsche that has got his nose and indeed his rear spoiler in front of the Lexus. Here he comes straight back at him, Lozaranovic. Certainly not giving up the battle for the lead of the race by any means. And these two fully dueling away as we see another car coming up. Oh, Rudy Vermeulen is back in the pit. It's a second stop for Vermeulen with 22 to go. Are we going to see a couple of more cars coming in? That is going to make it a very interesting podium. Simon Hatz finds himself onto the podium. He is a lap down on the top 2 in the GT3s, but he is now ahead of Vermeulen, who is in the garage and behind Kiko Gallo. Oh, now it does say that Vermeulen stopped on track. Right, so yeah, Vermeulen's done himself a bit of an incident. Let's see what the slipstream can do here for the Lexus. Surely he's going to be able to get very close for turn number 1. He is indeed absolutely destroying that gap. There's another blue flag. Hypercar goes past, goes side by side. The post squeezes him as far out onto the left-hand side as possible. Oh, all the spars coming up. The camber on that, the angle on that car has come through. Turn 1, the Lexus, has he got his nose in front? I think he has. He's got his front 2 wheels in front, and that's about it. They're going to go through it, and again, the car on the inside of the sausage curb, some flashing lights from the Porsche. He was on the inside line though, and yeah, went over that the inside of the sausage curb and had to lift, because obviously you can't overtake on track, and that puts Zoranovic back in the lead, but Stachecki still very much in the hunt. We'll see what kind of counter move he's got. That light flashing certainly suggests he's feeling a bit aggrieved. He's still flashing the lights, trying to put the driver ahead off. Some of the stadium lights are coming on as well. Down at the back of the field in the hypercars, Jason Davies down to 12th position, and Fabian Karner now down to 13th. So a difficult race for both of those drivers. Still got 13 hypercars out there and run. A big gaps between them at the minute. Big gains though for two of them especially. Hunky but funky. Up 4 positions. Buzaz up 3. Oh, throwing it over those curbs. Buzaz up 3, both of them into the top 10. So great race for those two. Sonny Ev, it's been a yo-yo race. I've said that before, and I'm going to say it again in the next 19 minutes. It has been a yo-yo race. He's now yo-yoing closer and closer to Gilles Aleman. He's now 9.8 seconds down. 6/10 quicker on that previous lap there. Has he improved on his best lap? Yeah, 26.969. Wow. So, at 1 minute 26.9 for Sonny Evan and 1 minute 26.9 for LMU. Oh, fun times. So he really is going quickly. He's getting a bit of slipstream from the Ferrari ahead of him as well, and that is blue flag. That is not Aleman. Yeah, there we go. Blue flag overtake. Very nicely done. Ooh, he's maybe on the inside. I'm not sure why the car behind is flashing. Who's that behind? Yeah, that is a strange one. Oh, it's Jason Davies. Oh, okay, sorry, yeah, they're flashing at the GT3s ahead of them. There we go. Because Stachecki and Zaranovic. Oh, and that's a run wide there. Oh, he's going off PTSD and parabolic after the race. Max Soniev almost costing himself a shot at a podium. Still some serious lights flashing going on from Davies there. Not sure what's going on. Maybe signalling he's going to slipstream together. Not sure. Let's keep an eye on these two though. We are now back to the Porsche chasing the Lexus. It's Stachecki chasing the championship leader. At the moment it is the championship leader, very much doing championship leader things. He has led for at least 3/4 of the laps so far, despite qualifying in 2nd place. He's retaken the lead since coming out of the pits. That's Tenor Rio coming through. Let's see. Sonny Ev running into Ascari, 9.6. So he actually lost time to Aleman on that last lap. So that's worked out well for Aleman, who finds himself still running on the podium. 17 to go. Afonso now 30 seconds down on the race leader, but still 7.5 seconds ahead of Aleman. Aleman's just done a 27.9. Has done a slightly quicker lap than Afonso as well, actually. But I was going to need to find a bit more than half a second. Only 16 minutes left to go. Sonny Ev in 4th. Sorry, yeah, we checked that. 8.6. Wow. So he's just done a 27.4. Still half a second quicker than Aleman. That could still be one to watch in the closing couple of laps. We will find that out very shortly. At the moment though, we'll stay with Stachecki and Zaranovic. Oh, and it's just dawned on me as well, will we see Simon Hatz come back into the pits? Rudy Vermeule's back out of the pits. He's behind Derek Bruff. So Vermeule in. Oh, and he's only had one pit stop. So Vermeule did pit very, very late indeed. And it wasn't even like it was a slow pit stop either. But he is behind Derek Bruff, and he's slower than Derek as well. So yeah, Derek up in 5th place. Kiko Gallo holding on to 4th, and Hat's looking good for a podium unless he needs to come at the pits in the closing 15 minutes. Then it could be Kiko Gallo who finds himself promoted, but Hat's up 5 places. So he is going to be very happy with this result if he can bring this one home. There it is. Love the sound of the engines flying past once again. Let's have a look at Francesco Adamu. 30 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. It has been a Monza masterclass from the championship leader. Certainly soon to be if he's not at the moment. He is running very quickly. Let me just... open this up again. Oh no, that's the problem. Oh, of course, yeah, he's in second place. He's going to be leading the championship after this one. He's put 3 positions between himself and Sunniev. Of course, Sunniev is leading, but he's only leading by a point. The drop rounds are going to go in the favour of Adamu, so that's going to be Sunniev with a first, a second, and a fourth on the scoreboard, and Adamu is going to have a first, and a third on the scoreboard. So this is going to give him a good lead. So Sunniev on damage limitation, he's just done a 1 minute 27.4, which is 1.3 seconds quicker than Gilles Aleman there in third place. He really needs to get a move on, and he really is getting a move on. That gap absolutely tumbling, I think. Oh! And he's just run, wow, massively off track there. Abuse ass. I'm not sure if you realised the hypercar was there. Not the easiest place to get past, and that has cost a huge amount of time. The gap is back up to 8.3 seconds. Oh wow, Sunniev really has a difficult race, and Adamu is setting quicker times. 1 minute 26.835 with 12 minutes to go. Is he going to beat that actually? He just beat the, he set the previous fastest lap with 25 minutes to go. We're pretty much halfway to the end from that point, and he's just set the fastest lap again. So penultimate lap, does he go quicker? We shall certainly see. We've got Sunniev, who his quickest lap's at 26.9, so we'll see if he does get any quicker as well, because he almost matched Adamu for lap time. What's he done on this one? Oh, 28.5. Oh, of course he's not going to get it there, because the overtake with the BMW, yep, that cost him time, and Aleman 7/10 quicker. So it's balancing out in the favour of Aleman at the moment. It's also balancing out in the favour of Zoranovic in the GT3s. He is lapping quickly and consistently, that is for sure. He did violate the track limits on his previous lap, so he needs to be careful. Does not want to be picking up a stop go from track limits. With 10 minutes left to go, 11 minutes left to go. Still a few laps to get under their belt, but he does have a 1.5 second cushion back to Stachecki, one of the bigger gaps that we've seen between these two since the start of the race. Simon Hatz still running in third place. Great race for him. As I say, he's up 5 spots on where he qualified from, so phenomenal race for him. Kiko Gallo back where he started in 4th position, and Derek Bruff gaining 2 places as well in his Lamborghini. Up in the 5th position. More importantly, of course, he's still got all 4 wheels. You can do it, Derek. Rudy Vermeulen in 6th place. He is up 3 himself. He was up on the podium. I'm not sure what went on. He must have had some kind of incident that really slowed him down. And because as well, his pit stop wasn't actually that long. Yeah, it was only 38 seconds, so... yeah, very confusing, but whatever it is still a gain of 3 spots. So it is going to gain, get himself some nice points. I want to go back to Stachecki. He is 2 seconds. Let's check on Sunniev, and he is doing it again. He is absolutely powering that gap now back down to 7 seconds. It was at 6 a moment ago, so he is really flying 4 tenths ahead. 4 tenths again quicker as LMU sets another fastest lap, 26.7. So safe to say the track is definitely getting quicker and quicker. If Sonny F starts banging in more 26s, Alaman is going to have a very large 151 in his rear view mirror sooner rather than later. The gap now under 7 seconds, 9 minutes left to go. So what do we have? About 6 laps, 7 laps. Oh well, yeah, he might be out of range here. He needs more than half a second a lap. That is for sure. With the amount of time that he's got left, and that is 8 tenths of a second. So that's yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's a step in the right direction for Sonny F. Oh, Rudy Vermeulen. He's been taking it easy to avoid reaching the track limits and picking up a drive-through. That's why his pace has dropped, and he's gone and picked one up anyway. That is a nightmare night at the office for Vermeulen. I mean, yeah, as I was saying, he made up the 3 places, so he's going to bring home good points, but yeah, to have to cost a podium because you have to take it easy to avoid reaching the track limits and then breaching them anyway. Yeah, absolute agony. So Vermeulen, he'll serve a drive-through. Oh, that is a long, lonely drive. Much like it's beginning to come for Zaranovic. There's the Porsche way in the background. 2.5 seconds now between these two. Yeah, Zaranovic, that is some very quick laps, 5 tenths quicker. Let's see what Sonny Ev is doing. It's been the main talking point for quite a few laps. He's now under 6 seconds. And in fact, it was 1.5. Oh no, that lap wasn't valid actually, so he's breached the track limits there, so he's using speed tokens to try and catch up. Still hasn't bested his own personal best lap of 1 minute 26.9. LMU has just kept on piling in the laps, and in fact his last lap there you can see a 1 minute 26.896, and his fastest lap of the race so far is a 26.7. So again, the consistency is just absolutely incredible, keeping it within a tenth of a second with a fastest lap that is faster than anyone else. It's just incredibly difficult to put that type of magnificence into words sometimes. Yeah, I hope everyone is enjoying the utter dominance that we're seeing from him up at the front of the field. We are, yeah, 6 minutes left to go. So not long now. I think Alaman has done more than enough. Sonny Ev has given himself an uphill mountain, an absolute Everest to climb to get himself back on the podium. And just every time he looked like he was on a solid run to get it done, something else came and bit him on the rear end, on the rear splitter, the rear spoiler. Much like Sanker, Richards picks up a drive-through, another late drive-through penalty. I mean, do I even verbalise the thought process that we could see this? Oh, and he sped on the way in the pits and picked up a stop-go. Sanker is going to lose a position, I would guesstimate, to Tom Curtin, because that is a stop-go picked up for speeding in the pit lane while serving a drive-through for breaching track limits. Oh, another driver having a painful night at the office. Not so painful for LMU. That is 50 laps completed. That is 50 laps in the lead of the race. Someone please rewrite the thesaurus so we can get more superlatives to describe LMU's driving. It is absolutely frightening how much of a gap he's got over the rest of the field. 37 seconds over 50 laps. That is He's pretty close to a second a lap quicker on average. That is not bad. That is not bad. 1 minute 27.4 on his last lap there. 27.7 for Afonso. So still very much in the hunt. Still a battle in the margins with Gilles Aleman, but has at the moment, with the pace he's currently got, secured himself second place if he can bring it home with a 7-second gap. Very nearly to Aleman there in third place. The gap between Aleman and Soniev is absolutely tumbling, and there is Soniev there now, 4.1 seconds down. Have I written him off a little too late? Yeah, I mean, he was only half a second quicker on that previous lap. There's Sanka Richards in for that stop goal. Whilst the Czechie's still got the fastest lap of the race in the GT3s, but is losing time absolutely hand over fist at this late stage of the race. And yet Tom Curtin does gain a position for Sanka Richards, and Benji Beams as well makes his way further into the top 10. A 3 position gain for Benji at the expense of Sanka Richards and that back-to-back penalty. That's an absolute nightmare. And Simon Hatz is coming back into the pits. I surmised this about 10 minutes ago and 12 minutes prior to that as well. But Simon Hatz has requested a pit stop. We're under 4 minutes left on the race clock. Is Kiko Gallo going to be able to bring this one home for a podium? As Derek Brough has just been overtaken there. Oh, sorry, just catching up to Hatz. Kiko Gallo is the driver ahead of him in the running order, so he's got a long way to go to catch up there. But Hatz coming into the pits, he's only got a 10-second gap. Gallo is going to be promoted onto the podium. That's going to be a net gain of 1 position. It's going to happen in the closing 5 minutes. You absolutely could not write it. Oh, less than 3 seconds between Soniev and Aleman. There's less than 3 minutes to go. Again, Soniev using himself a bit of a speed token, did not do a valid lap on the previous lap, but Aleman with a 28.3, while Adamu does a 26.7. Oh, and Soniev is pushed too hard, too many speed tokens used, too aggressive through the Scary, and that's going to cost a lot of time. In the grand scheme of things, the gap now down to 2.2 seconds. Is that the mistake that puts the final nail in the coffin? Because it has been, oh, it's certainly been a seesaw of emotions for me. Is he going to catch? Yes he is. No he's not. Yes he is. No he's not. Yes he is. No he's not. He was certainly looking good to close up. Aleman with an invalid lap as well, and Aleman's requested a pit stop. Tom Curtin's coming into the pits as well. They're all pitting with 2 minutes left to go. It's going to be all changed, so Soniev is going to get third place anyway. He's within 2.1, and I think Aleman's running out of energy. Oh, the gap is absolutely tumbling. Yep, Aleman is finding himself in all kinds of problems. He is going very slowly indeed, and he is going to have to come into the pits at the end of this lap. Tom Curtin's coming in. Jason Davies is coming into the pits as well. Zoranovic is coming in. Simon Hatz has picked up a stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane, while in taking his second pit stop in the closing 5 minutes. He's going to lose out definitely to Kiko Gallo. No, sorry, he's picked up a stop-go for bear with me a moment. Bear with me a moment. Yes, he's picked up a stop-go for violating the track limits. So he's picked up a penalty while requesting to come in for a pit stop. So the Czechie is coming in as well. Zoranovic is off the hook. Soniev is coming in. Aleman is off the hook. 51 seconds left on the race clock. And it's Francesco Adamu that is going to finish light years ahead of third and fourth. Alexa Fonzo is going to come across the line as well. 38 seconds. Where is Adamu? He's 42 seconds ahead there. He's going to get this lap finished and get another one done. So they've realised there's going to be an extra lap. And it's caught a few of them out. And it's caught out Aleman. But thankfully for him, it's caught out Soniev as well, who's now within 0.7 of a second. If Soniev can get a quicker pit stop here, he could get himself up into third place. So anything I just said about Aleman saving grace, Sonny Ev coming in the pits, is completely out the window because Sonny Ev is destroying him for pace at the minute. There is nothing under the hood of Gilles Aleman at the moment. It is all with Sonny Ev. Curtin and Davies are going to join them in the pits. Zoranovic and Stachecki are coming at the pits, and Adamu has just set a 1 minute 26.2. Absolutely unbelievable scenes. Oh, is he taking the checker flag? Somebody's got a meatball. Yes, so he's actually taking the checkered flag. My apologies, we missed that. I thought he was going to get another lap, but he's not. I wonder if these drivers are going to come in the pits then. Afonso coming through Parabolica. Gilles Aleman, is he going to cross the line or is he going to come in the pits? Surely he's just going to cross the line. He is indeed. Didn't get the extra lap. That's how close it was. They requested it just in case. So Aleman does hold on by 0.6 of a second for a debut podium. With Max Soniev finishing in 4th. Oh, and the top 2 in the GT3s have already finished as well, so they didn't need to come in the pits. The race timer ran out. Simon Hatz. So what is he going to do? Because Gallo's already in the pits, so Hatz has been confirmed. Despite the stop-go penalty, he is going to finish in 3rd place. Sorry, that ending absolutely caught me out. I misjudged the race timer there. But it was Adamu who did cross the line without enough time, and Hatz is going to come into the pits to serve as stop-go. 2 laps down, Kiko Gallo, yeah, so he's far enough ahead of Gallo by the look of it that he is going to hold on. Now it depends where his pit box is in relation to the start-finish line. But that is what we're waiting on then. We're waiting on Hatz serving a stop-go. As soon as he crosses the line in the pits, that'll be his race done. Adamu wins it though. Afonso in 2nd, and Gilles Aleman in 3rd place. The stop-go for going over the virtual fuel. Okay. So Gallo might take P8. Wow. Yeah, Hat back in the pits. So there we go. What a race that was. Oh, bear with me a moment. Let's jump back to there. Whoops, that's maybe a bit loud. We'll get the final race order up on screen in a moment. Oh no. There we go. That one has disappeared. Kiko Gallo, she got 100-second penalty. Right? Yeah, we were just surmising that ourselves, actually. But we would expect that to be the case, yes. We would certainly expect that to be the case. But there we go. Sorry, my apologies. The finishing order has escaped me. I wasn't quite quick enough to grab it. But we will, of course, have it for next time out at Sebring. What a race that was, though. Huge connotations in the championship. Adamu finishing 3 places ahead of Soniev. Most importantly for him, Gilles Aleman with that debut podium. Not too bad at all. And of course, yeah, Adamu and Soniev joining him on the podium in the GT3s. Zoranovic brings home the race wins. The Czechie is going to vault up the standings. 10-point penalty, but 2nd in race 2 and 2nd in race 4. Not too bad a showing. Nopet Cabrera, Den, Quiche not racing tonight, so Kiko Gallo will see himself rocket up the order as well. Rudy Vermeulen will be ruining those track limits. Podium in round 2, outside the top 5 here in round number 4. But most importantly, you saw it here first, folks. Masters of LMU brought to you by Formula Racing League Season 4, Round 4. Derek brought home the car with all 4 wheels. So driver of the day, of course, goes to Derek Bruff. Absolutely. So I should get P3. There we go. Yes, indeed, you should. Said without right. No rules on the game said not. Yeah, well, we will see how the results come out next week. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in, been in the chat as well, saying hello. And of course, thanks to everyone that's put a thumbs up on the stream. Make sure you do that and follow subscribe to the YouTube channel. All kinds of racing going on across all kind of platforms. So make sure you get yourself involved. That is all we have got time for this week. We'll be back next week. It is Sebring. Oh yes, how the hypercars do like to bounce through the last corner through turn number 1. And we will be there to capture all of the action once again here live on the Formula Racing League YouTube channel. Until then, my name has been John Wright, aka Double O Raven. Stay safe, take it easy, and have a great rest of your night. Good night.